thank you for inviting me into your space. I spent the past few weeks reading through your questions, all 40 of them, and I have to tell you, I was genuinely moved. Not just because they were thoughtful, but because they showed me how deeply you already engaged in this world with Yonan Bo and with the threads that run beneath the surface of the story. So today, I wanted to share something a little more personal, something about where this saga really came from, and what I hope you carry with you as you continue the journey. The Yonan Bo Saga didn't begin with a plan. It didn't begin with an outline or a dream of being an author. It began with a misheard moment. A narrator in a documentary saying two names, but my mind hearing one, Yonan Bo. And for reasons I couldn't explain at the time, that name stopped me in my tracks. I felt like someone tapping me on the shoulder from another world. I wrote it down, and that night he came to me in a vision. Not fully formed, not yet. A healer or a seer, but a presence, a feeling, a spark. And that spark refused to leave me alone. What many people don't know is that I didn't grow up dreaming of writing books. My life was built on survival, on raising a son alone, on working long hours and doing whatever I had to keep us afloat. I didn't have the luxury of dreaming big, not for a long time. But stories have a way of finding you when you're ready for them. And for me, it was Game of Thrones. The show, the books, the community. It woke something up inside of me. It made me curious. It made me hungry to understand how worlds are built, how characters are shaped, how history and myths intertwine. And then came that misheard name. And suddenly, I wasn't just consuming stories, I was creating one. Many of you asked about Yonan Bo's reluctance, his vulnerability, his leadership, his suspicion of power. And the truth is, he carries a piece of me. He's cautious because I had to be. He's protective because I learned early what it means to guard the people you love. He steps into danger, not because he wants glory, but because he can't ignore responsibility, even when he's afraid. He's a healer in training, but he's also someone trying to understand his place in the world that keeps shifting underneath his feet. And I think that's something many of us can relate to. A lot of your questions touched on the great city, the political tension, the rivalries, the beliefs, the corruption, the collapse. Those pieces didn't come from fantasy tropes. They came from documentaries, from history, from watching how real societies rise and fall, how powers reshape truth, how traditions evolve or fracture depending on who holds authority. I wanted the world to feel ancient and mythic, but also familiar, because most of powerful fantasies are the ones that echo something true. Some of you asked about Big Mountain, whether it symbolizes Yonan Bo's internal struggle. And yes, it does. Every hazard, every moment of doubt, every step upward is a reflection of the emotional climb he's making inside of himself. He isn't just ascending a mountain, he's ascending into who he is meant to become. And the secrecy around the mission? That's the tension between trust and intuition, something I think we all wrestle with at one point in our lives. When you finish part one, I don't want you to feel relief. I want you to feel curiosity, a pull, a sense that something larger is unfolding, something ancient, something inevitable, something tied to destiny and blood and belief. Because this saga isn't just about a mission, it's about how a single life can shift the fate of a world. Before I go, I want to share something personal because many of you asked about inspiration, about preservation, and how this world came to be. I didn't start writing until later in life. I didn't have formal training. I didn't grow up believing I could do something like this. But one day, a spark found me, and I took one step, and then another, and another. So if you're watching this and you have a dream, something you've pushed aside, something you've convinced yourself it's too large, it's too big, it's too unrealistic, I want you to know this. Take one step every day, no matter how small, just one step. Because dreams don't just arrive fully formed, they grow with you, they wait for you, and sometimes they begin with nothing more than a misheard name. Thank you for being a part of this journey with me. I'm honored to share this world with you, and I can't wait to see where we go next.